want to welcome everyone this morning to our 6th annual Distinguished Alumni Program, and specifically we'll be unveiling the plaques of our newest Distinguished Alumni. Before we introduce the newest, it gives me great pleasure to honor and introduce our Distinguished Alum, Dr. Debbie Benson Kennedy, who came back to visit today and was speaking to our medical assisting class this morning and will be joining us for the rest of the day. So we're really glad that you're here, and Andrea Torre is her student guide today. We also would like to introduce the mom of one of our distinguished alum, Carol Nasta, whose son Vincent Nasta is one of our distinguished alum as well. And I want to thank both of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here. Today, we're honoring 5 individuals who have clearly distinguished themselves in their chosen careers and as contributors to making our world a better place in which to live. Although their paths to meeting success were different, our 5 distinguished alumni started in the same place, our William Floyd High School. They are all successful people, they are all good people, and they have all earned our respect and admiration. We are honored to have them with us today. We'll begin the introductions and the unveiling of the plaques that will soon be displayed here in the North Lobby. And to start us off, I'd like to introduce your classmate, John Bellotti. John?
Good morning, everybody. My distinguished alumni is Jason Frank. Jason Frank is a dedicated police detective with the Newtown Police Department. He started his career in Newtown 18 years ago as a patrol officer and was promoted to detective in 2004. Jason has been locally and nationally recognized for his police work. Some of his awards include recognition for Mothers Against Drunk Driving, certificates of commendation on the state and federal level, multiple meritorious service awards, Officer of the Year, Chief Service Awards, and most recently, Certificate of Honorable Mention from the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Much of Jason's detective work has involved protecting and advocating for children. On December 14th, 2012, he was one of the first responders to the Sandy Hook Elementary School, the worst tragedy the town had ever endured, and one that will never be forgotten. President Obama personally recognized Jason and his fellow detectives for their bravery and dedication to their community. Connecticut members of the United States Senate invited Jason to be a guest at the State of the Union address and speak on behalf of tighter gun control. Jason received a Bachelor of Science degree from Niagara University in 1995. He lives with his wife and their 2 sons in Southbury, Connecticut. We're all done here. I have a chance to meet Jason, and he is an awesome, remarkable man. I've only known him for 3 periods so far, and I already have a lot of respect for him. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm honored to be here today. I'd like to thank Dr. Cassiano. I'd like to thank the Distinguished Alumni Committee. Stacy, if you're here, thank you very much. I got to tell you, real quick, in my 16 years of education, I took 3 zeros in 3 different classes, and it was all for public speaking. And here I am today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. One other. Thank you to all the staff and faculty for welcoming us here today. Don, thank you.
Can you tell we didn't rehearse this? Okay, Jolene Van Nieuwenhausen will introduce our next distinguished alum.
Good morning, everybody. Tara Damato turned a love of books and reading into a career in public service. She graduated magna cum laude as valedictorian from Long Island University, Southampton College with a BA in English Literature and Creative Writing. She also studied at Dalhousie University and Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, where she earned a master's degree in Library and Information Science. Tara has led several Suffolk County libraries as director, including the Quogue Public Library, the East Hampton Library, and the Port Jefferson Free Library. Tara also served as the marketing director for the East End Arts Council. She returned to the Massac Mauritius Shirley Community Library as assistant library director and executive director of Friends of the Arts. Tara is a board member of the Massac Shirley Chamber of Commerce and coordinates the community musical with the William Floyd Community Summit. And during my past few periods with Tara, I've learned that she really is one of the most active members of the community that I've met. She personally affected my life because a few years ago, the school budget had a lot of problems, and they cut the musical, and she was one of the key people to bring the musical back into the community and help a lot of kids with that. She's a director at the library, and you see the library everywhere you go at community functions, and they really bring the community together. They give information to people who cannot get it themselves, and she really plays a vital role in improving the community aspect of our community and also the intelligence and information that everybody receives. So I'd like to bring up Tara Damato to say a few words.
Wow, it really sounds good when someone else says it. I want to thank the Distinguished Alumni Committee and Dr. Cassiano and all the staff and students at William Floyd. This is a really proud moment for me. I went into librarianship because I'm kind of a quiet person, even though I like to help people. So it's really funny to be standing at a podium talking about what I do. I'm just so glad that anything that I do can make a difference in anybody's lives, and I'm really proud to be here today. And I just want to say that all of you have a chance to do that too. I think everybody has a gift that you can give, and you can magnify it out there in the community. Thank you so much for this honor.
Next, we have Christy Guerriero.
Good morning, everybody. Inspired by her teachers, Jacqueline Eglevsky continued her quest for learning by earning her Bachelor of Arts, Master of Arts, and Master of Science degrees. She became a teacher at the William Floyd School District's Mauritius Elementary, emerged as a leader, and helped the school attain national recognition for the second time. Additionally, she was selected by her peers to attend the United States Department of Education's 1993-1994 National Blue Ribbon Award ceremonies in Washington, D.C. Jacqueline later became assistant principal at John S. Hobart Elementary School before leaving William Floyd for a brief time to become a principal in East Quogue. She returned to William Floyd as assistant to the superintendent of elementary learning. Jacqueline cherishes the memories of her years spent in William Floyd School District. Her message to everyone is, set goals, believe in yourself, and strive through excellence throughout your life. I just met Jacqueline a few periods ago, but I have to say she is one of the most amazing women I have ever met. She is so sweet and very inspirational, so I'd like to call up Mrs. Eglevsky.
Thank you, Dr. Cassiano, and the Distinguished Alumni Committee. I am so grateful to be here. I've been associated with the William Floyd District for many, many years, actually 62 in all. If you count my first grade experience up until now, I've been a student, a parent, a teacher, assistant principal, assistant to the superintendent, and now I'm part of the Alumni Association. And I cherish every one of the moments I've been connected with the district. I was actually pretty surprised. They kept it a pretty good secret from me that I would be receiving this, be a recipient of the Distinguished Alumni. It means a great deal to me because of my long association with the district. I am so proud to be part of this distinguished group and so proud of where how far the district has come. When I started here, it was only, the district was one building. William Floyd Elementary. It was a K-12 building, and I was just telling Lynda that, and the little red schoolhouse they call was my I went there for second, third, and fourth grade, and the Quonset huts, the metal things in the back. So that was the district, and now it's grown tremendously, and I'm so proud. I see you back there. Hello. I am so proud to be a part of such a wonderful place where children are the main focus. It's always been children first here. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. My family is still here. Actually, my parents are 91 and 92, and so their house was destroyed in Superstorm Sandy, and they're living in the apartments right across from William Packer. So their faces just went across my, eyes. But thank you so much. It's been an honor and privilege to work in this and be associated with the William Floyd School District. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jackie. Okay, next up we have Vincent Capel.
Good morning, everyone. I have the pleasure of introducing Mrs. Lynda Zach. Lynda Rakvin Zach earned her BS at the Pennsylvania State University and her MS at Long Island University. She is a lifelong resident of our community and currently serves as the Executive Director of Colonial Youth and Family Services, where she began as a youth worker 20 years ago. That's a lot older than I am. So Lynda is entrenched in the community with past and present involvement in organizations like Linvets, the Rotary Club of Shirley and the Mastics, the Kiwanis Club of Mastics, and the Mastic and Shirley Community Emergency Food Center Foundation. Lynda has always enjoyed working with children both in her professional and volunteer efforts. Lynda is married to William and is the mother of Juliana. The Zacks still call the William Floyd community their home. And ever since meeting Miss Zach this morning, I think out of everyone, she has the strongest entrenchment of Floyd pride I have ever seen. Everything she does carries that Floyd pride with her, whether it's helping with the Superstorm Sandy and the food service, or being a leader in the Kiwanis Club and the Rotary Club, and being the director of the Colonial Youth. I think if we need to learn anything from her, is that we have to be proud of our community. And she's a perfect example of what pride for Floyd is. So without further ado, Mrs. Lynda Zach.
I took the same class that Jason took, and public speaking is not my thing. Okay? I just want to thank everybody for this honor and privilege, Dr. Casciano, the Alumni Association, And I think that Vinny summed it up. Basically, I'm just proud to say that I'm a William Floyd graduate and have chosen to live here and raise my daughter here, and she will be a William Floyd graduate as well. This is an honor and a privilege, and I hope to be back someday seeing some of these faces on this wall.
Okay, our next introduction will be done by Quasi Enan.
Hello, everyone. I have the pleasure to introduce Dr. Jason Robotham, a Floyd graduate of 1994. Jason Robotham is an accomplished research scientist and entrepreneur. A proud graduate of William Floyd High School, Jason went on to earn his bachelor's degree in biology from the University of Scranton and a PhD in immunology from Florida State University. Throughout his academic career, Dr. Robotham has authored more than 20 peer-reviewed scientific papers spanning the research of allergy and infectious disease research. During his postdoctoral work at FSU, he co-founded BioFronts Technology Incorporated, a Florida-based biotech company focused on food safety and diagnostics. A strong supporter of student development and entrepreneurial efforts, Jason currently lives in Tallahassee, Florida, with his wife Elena and son Jackson, where he routinely volunteers his time to speak on such topics at Florida State University within the community. I want to add that Jason's a wonderful man. He is a great character. He's not a lab rat, as you probably would think. And he's funny, and he's still a family man, and I think he's a very good idol for all of my dreams. And I want you to introduce him with a warm applause.
Thank you so much. I need a copy of that tape of Quasi saying that. It was funny, like I said earlier, it's I realized very quickly when Quasi was going to be my student guide that I'd be the only distinguished alumni whose guide was infinitely more famous than they are. So, I was okay with that. You know, when all the news came out about Quasi and it hit social media, it was really a moment for people in Floyd to sort of pound their chest and say, that's my school. You know, he went to my school. And I think in life we kind of search for those opportunities to be able to do that. So it was a real gift, and to be a part of this today is a gift to me. Floyd holds a very special place in my heart. I feel that it's prepared me in ways I never knew it possibly could as I moved into different aspects of my career. So to be here with my fellow distinguished alumni, to see the way the landscape of Floyd has changed has been amazing. And I have a degree from Florida State that says I'm a Florida State Seminole, one from University of Scranton that says I'm a University of Scranton Norseman, but I'll always first and foremost be a William Floyd Colonial. So, thank you.
Okay, well, that concludes our unveiling ceremony for this morning. I want to thank everyone for being here to join us and to join in the celebration and in the recognition. I hope you are inspired. I know you will be by the stories. And once again, you know, our distinguished alum have gone in great directions, and their stars have just you know, burst onto the scene and are just, they've reached heights that, you know, some of us say, boy, we could never do that. But you need to understand, they all started here. They all started just like you, wondering, having hopes and dreams, and wondering if they could ever realize them. And through hard work and not losing sight of what they were hoping for, and never giving up, and never stop believing in themselves, they were able to achieve some amazing things. And they have a lot still more to contribute. So let's give them one more great round of applause. And thank you again for being here this morning.